First, let's please welcome from California, Amy Chow. She's now Dr. Amy Chow, pediatrician. And now a gym owner and a mom from Arizona, Amanda Borden. Another gymnastics club owner, J.C. Phelps. And now married with child or children? Children. Please welcome Dominic Mosciano. And now, make sure you behave working out for the Department of Justice. Please welcome Carrie Stroud. And our next one is a Jacksonville resident, someone who's done a tremendous amount of work in helping us to promote the AT&T American Cup. And you all know her well. Please welcome from Lifestyle Media Company, Shannon Miller. All right, now girls, I think what changes you've seen just since your time competing in '96. Because when I competed,
you have like an hour to talk about that.
I competed in black and white neutral footage. So I want to hear you.
You know, for me, gymnastics is continuing to evolve. It's just a blast to watch. As a coach, your perspective changes. So for me, in general, gymnastics has changed in the role that I'm playing. But I think what we appreciate most is relating to what those athletes are going through, but also realizing how much harder gymnastics has become and what they are capable of doing. So I think that's a big change for me.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's just every day just amazed at what the little kids are doing. And like Amanda said, you have a completely different perspective when you're on the other side of it, and understanding a little bit too about what your coaches were going through, the things that you didn't quite understand. Why do we have to do this? And you understand that when you're in a coaching position. So
good. Dominique, now you're a mother now. So, how old are your children? Are any of them even trying beginning gymnastics?
Oh yes, I have an almost 2-year-old here on March 13th, and I have a 3-year-old. So they started gymnastics, and we do the whole mommy and me classes, and they love the gym. It's a playground, and gymnastics will always be a part of my life and my children's lives in one way or another, whether they choose to pursue it or not as they get older. That's their choice. I want them to find something that they're as passionate about as I was, and my husband as well, because he was a gymnast and competed for the Ohio State University. So if they decide they want a scholarship, that's great with us. If they decide they want to be a pianist or go and do some art, that's fine with us too.
That's got to be intimidating for mommy and me to have mommy be Dominic Mosciano. How would the coach feel about that?
I try to be incognito, but it's a lot of fun.
Carrie, you've been actually working with the government for a few years now. Tell me about that path you've taken.
Well, I decided to go to DC in 2003, and I've been there ever since. And I'm working with high-risk youth. All of you pay taxes, I hope. And that money, some of it, is appropriated used for programs for prevention, intervention, and re-entry into society for youth that are not as fortunate as all you little ones out there today pursuing your goals and dreams with your parents right by your side. So we're auditing those programs programmatically and fiscally. It's a really good match for me. I think all the skills we learned through gymnastics in terms of being dedicated, and you're going to have good and bad days, and teamwork and things like that, you're able to put into your careers now.
And you recently married, is that right?
Yes, I got married last April, and
congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm enjoying that.
Good. All right. Okay, let's start with Amy. So Amy, Dr. Chow, kind of a pitch in my community right now. Tell me about where you are right now and where this is taking you next.
So I recently graduated from residency at the end of July and started private practice in an office.
All right, do we have any questions from any of you? Don't be shy. All right, yes.
Are y'all close now? 15 years?
If you have another question in the back, are you all close now? Do you keep in touch? Is that basically okay?
I think text and email and Facebook, those are wonderful things. Because what's amazing is that we always have been spread across the nation, even in our training days. So I don't think we really truly bonded until after the Olympics, when we were on tour together, we were on a bus 24 hours a day together, traveling the country, doing shows, and that's when we really connected. And since then, Amanda's been in charge of the reunions, and she's been slacking a little bit. Sorry. But no, I think we like to pick up where we left off. We usually don't talk that much about gymnastics. And now, what were we talking about last night? We were poopy diapers and all of those mommy wonderful things. You can come back.
No, well, the kids and the husbands and the jobs have all gotten in the way for the last 5 years. So it's 20 years. We're shooting for a 20-year reunion, just the girls. So I'm excited.
Those darn husbands, thanks. That's really great.
We're leaving them at home. Sorry, guys. They're here.
Any other questions? Yes, young lady. Can you still do a back handspring? In heels?
I think we can all still do stuff. Life changes and it's a little harder after children and all that kind of stuff. But we can still do things on more like soft surfaces, trampolines.
I double dog, triple dog did.
Yeah, we keep people on standby in case things go wrong.
Not right now.
I'll do it.
When the time's right.
I started when I was 3. 7, 4, 2, 4.
Music back then to
3.
now.
About 3.
This was the style.
And how about you? How old were you when you started?
3. All right.
That's great. And okay, young lady back here with Amanda in the striped shirt. Yes. Okay, now they want to do that. It's getting harder now.
Well, it's funny. The back arch is actually easier than the back handspring. It's not such a back arch as it used to be.
If you keep asking for skills, someone's going to say, can you still do a full in back down?
Don't her like sign
I
this?
think there was a mom.
Not right now, because she's busy.
Yes. Yes.
How was it once you retired adjusting to the whole life? Was it like down or
That's good. Let's finish on that.
We really, and I wanted to go online because we all were affected by this. In fact, we were talking about it last night. You really go through this identity crisis because you've been a gymnast for your entire life. You've had this one goal for 10, 15 years, and all of a sudden it's accomplished, and you go home and, okay, what do I do with the rest of my life? What else is there? And you go through that, not only the physical changes, but that emotional and the psychological change as well. And you have to realize, okay, I've got to set new goals, and what are those goals going to be, and how am I going to, what am I going to do with the extra 40 hours a week that I have? I used to be in the gym, I'm a starter.
I feel similar to Shannon. It was, a challenge, like you're excited that you accomplished everything you dreamt about, but it's also scary. I think a lot of us had goals that we had kind of put on the back burner, so then we got to focus on those. But not having as much structure or coach over you every minute of the day, and getting to choose simple things like what do I want to eat, or do I want to go to the gym today or not, are bigger challenges than one would assume. But I think we all have a really good work ethic, and we've been able to transition all those traits we learned through the sport of gymnastics into our everyday lives. So I think that's the thing as a youngster you don't realize about the sport is you get so much more out of it than learning how to flip. It's all those intangibles that are so important.
It's all about
I think we pretty much summed it up, right?
It's like
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. We know you want to enjoy the competition today. It's going to be a terrific AT&T American Cup. This is our most prestigious international event that we host in the United States. We're thrilled that it's here in Jacksonville. We're going to have some time now.